Hello everyone, and it's time for another unboxing video. Been a while since I've done one of these actually. And today we have this box right here. Now, if you're reading the title, I probably put up what is actually in this box, but currently I'm not sure. So it's exciting for me at least. There's a few things that I think that it could be. So let's take a little look. I'm thinking it might be Street Fighter Strong Collectible figures, but which ones I'm not sure. I did order E-Honda, which hasn't arrived yet. I've also ordered a alternate art M.Bison from Street Fighter 5 and Violent Ken from Street Fighter 2. So we'll see what it is once we can cut through this magical sellotape. It seems to be made of titanium or something. Okay, there we go. We're through the first bit of it. Almost. A little bit more. Okay, they appear to be in black bin bags. I can see that much from there. Not the most elegant cuts in the world, but enough to get it open. And that is all that we care about. Same on this side. Perfect. Okay, so let us see what we have. Oh, it's not a bin bag, it's actually sort of black. You know what, I'm going to bring the camera up a little bit so that everything can be seen. And let us see exactly what is in here. Got a bit of sellotape on my fingers. That's no problem. Ah yes, I think this is going to be the Ken and Bison. So a little bit of red, so a little bit of black there. I shall try not to drop them. So this one, I think, is Bison. There's a lot of popcorn kernels and such in there. So let's get rid of the box. Just take a look at this box, which has made a little bit of a mess on my floor. So let's bring Bison back in. We have even more of these things. You can get everywhere. These. So there is Ken. Looks like we have an additional thing. Don't know what this is. Take a look at it. It says customs declaration. Very curious. This has all been self-taped in once again as well. So let's just try cutting this. My goodness. Right. If I do something like that. And there we go. Okay. So, it looks like this is just more accessories and such. Ah, yes, right, okay, here's the parts for Violent Ken. And a couple of hands. That's pure spirit. Okay, that was just the thing for holding those parts. So let us see exactly what we have here. So this is a stand, quite clearly. This appears to be all self-taped up in bubble wrap. Presumably this is the Bison accessories? Right, before we start looking at this stuff, let's look at the figures themselves. This is more accessories. So let us take a look at Bison, M.Bison, or Vega, or Director, or Dictator even, not Director. So this is the very cool alternate costume variant from Street Fighter 5, which looks like a much older version of Bison. And yes, the movements are quite smooth, but yet also sticks in place. The head is a little bit wobbly. It's unusual, but no real problems. The nice bison kneecaps and things. Yeah, okay, cool. We shall look at him in just a second. So you can stand there, Bison, if you can. Yep, just need to place the foot down. Next, let's look at Violent Ken. Once we can find the parts, this is the opening. Just lightly cut in here. Once again, this guy loves sellotape. Jeez. He wanted to make sure that this was the most secure. There we go. Ah, there is Violent Ken. Looks quite cool, actually. I like what they've done with the face, with the eyes. Violent Ken, of course, comes from the Street Fighter animated movie, where Bison kind of takes control of him. There was also a Violent Ken in Capcom vs SNK 2, which was in there because Ryu's always had the evil Ryu counterpart, but Ken has always been this kind of Violent Ken. That's kind of Ken pose, isn't it? Okay, we shall check him out in just a second. The first thing we shall do is make sure that all of the accessories are all well and accounted for. So we have a stand here. I think the stand might be for a Hadouken or a fireball. So let's open up this little thing. Let's help it there. That's a hand that just fell. So I'm guessing that this is Bison's hand. So let's just carefully take these parts out. Place them over here. Trying to mix up the fists, although it's very obvious to tell which ones are Ken's and which ones are Bison's. And Bison's alternate heads. Yeah, and nothing else there. Good. And now the last batch of accessories, which is this little thing, which looks to be Bison's alternative cape. Oh, okay, that exploded out a bit faster than I expected. So we have this energy ball here. We have what I presume is a Hadouken. Looks like Ken's Hadouken. And we also have the alternate cape for Bison. So presumably the belt just comes off, unclips, and then you can put on this version. But I quite like this one, just where it's sitting down. So now that we have all of the accessories out of the way, which is very nice, let's look at the articulation of these guys. There won't be any comparison videos, comparison sizes at the end of this video, because I didn't think I was going to do the full review, but I've got it all here in front of us, so why not? Let's just get into it. That doesn't seem correct. The camera seems to be turned a little bit. Okay, and now tilt up just a tiny bit. And okay, that's good enough. So we'll look at Ken first of all. So, Mr. Bison, you just move into the background there. And let's see. So, we have the shoulders, which go out. They are on the butterfly joint, so they go back and forward as well. Has that clicking sound, which means that they are quite new. Is the double elbow joint, which goes into this pose. The muscle here stops it going from any kind of further than this. The hands are on the usual strong collectible ball joints. The gi is a little bit strange. It kind of rides up a little bit. I don't know if I can bring that down just a little bit. Or maybe bring the shoulders up to meet it. That's a strange one. The head is on the double swivel. Good, strong head. So you can move left, you can move right, move back, forward, and of course, swivel. And this is quite a cool head mold. It has the ab crunch, goes back, and also forwards. So you've got that range of movement. Good for doing, say, Hadokens and such. Let's check the legs. The legs are quite solid. And yeah, pretty much a full splits kick. The knee, double knee joint, but the doesn't get a full flex. Maybe it's about a 90-degree angle here, which is still good. Ankle pivot, both ways, and of course toe pivot, like so. Quite well detailed, and you get a little bit of ankle movement, but not by much. And of course you also have the thigh movement as well, which the leg can turn both ways, and the other leg should be exactly the same. Yep, exactly the same motions, and all nice and tight. So I noticed that the gi has an overlap here, which makes me think that the gi is removable. I'm not going to be removing the gi because I did that with Akuma, and it was hard as hell to get back on. Body swivel is a little bit loose. It's a little bit strange, but I mean it sits perfectly well, so I'm okay with that. So if we bring the shoulder up, bring this one up, bring this one to like here, move the hand in a little bit, and there you've got a pretty good Ken pose. Bring the head up a little bit to look at the camera. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Let's look at his alternate parts. So he has the Shoryuken uppercut, the purple one, obviously, because it is the evil gi. We'll try that in just a second. Evil chi, even. He's got the open grip palm. We have a tiger grip palm. We have a wide open palm, slightly different from this one. This is more of a grip. This is open palm, obviously. I think this one is more for Hadokens. There is the second open palm, there is the second tiger grip, and there is the second open grip palm. So it comes with the 6 different sets of hands and 3 additional heads. Let's look at the heads. So we have Angry Shouting Ken head. Quite nice. See the teeth in the mouth there. Very good. Next we have I think this is the defeated Ken head. Generally the defeated characters in the Ultra Street Fighter 2 series have the defeated face from when you beat them in Street Fighter 2. That's where Ryu does the famous to beat me you need to beat Shenlong. And there you've got a more serious, aggressive Ken face. But I do quite like the grin. I think the grin is like quite typical of evil Ken. And of course he does come with the Hadoken. Now the Hadoken, the front part of it here, is soft rubber that seems to move. I don't know if this detaches. I don't really want to try detaching it just in case it doesn't. It looks like it maybe comes in 3 parts actually, because this segment here is separate from this segment here and this one here. Now obviously this is second hand, so I don't know if the original one came in 3 different parts, but you can actually see inside here that it has the hand parts from like the original Street Fighter 2. So this is the hole at the bottom here, and you can see the fingers just there. So in the original Street Fighter 2 game, when you did a fireball, it would have the hands still imprinted in the fireball, which is what they've went for here, which is quite a cool little technique. So I presume that this stand here, once you build it up, places the Hadoken there, just like that. We're not going to do that in this video, just to show you what that would look like, but we will look at a Shoryuken. So Ken is right-handed, which is this one. So let's try doing a Shoryuken, which Ken is obviously very, very famous for. So we rotate the knee in, put the foot up, give them the real jumping into it. So use the butterfly effect to bring that one in, move that one up, move the head backwards. Oh, the head has just came off. Let's try using the angry head. I think that makes most sense to go for a very aggressive Shoryuken. So if we push this down, it gives us more of the neck area here, which we can just clip the head onto. I think it's the hair at the back is maybe what's pushed the head off. And that should just clip on. It didn't. That's a bit of a worry. Right. Okay, let's move the arm down, and we'll move the gi down as well, first of all. We'll just try pushing this into here. It should just clip in. It seems to be very in refusal. Try it one more time, and then we'll just go back to the original head. Okay, let's try the original one once again. Let's see how it's... Yeah, the hole doesn't seem that different, so very unusual. But this head clips right in with no problem whatsoever. So, might need to try testing that one a little bit. It's obviously never been used before, which is a good thing when you get something second hand. The lack of use is always good. So rotate the gi, the belt. Can we rotate the head up a little bit? It's the hair is kind of preventing us a little bit. So try and do the best I can. Maybe do something like that, and then rotate the hand, and this should just clip over the fist. And there you have pretty much your... Oh, well, see, I did say that this was loose, and there you can see the body has actually came off the legs. I've never seen this happen before. So this is interesting. Never had this issue with Storm Collectibles in the past. But I did say that that felt loose. So that should just be able to clip back on there. Yep, there it is. Perfectly back on, no problems. I'll just go back into the pose. Then, and there you are. That is roughly what a Shoryuken would look like. Extend this out a little bit, a bit more, a bit like that. And there you are, pretty much a Shoryuken from the game. So that's very nice. And we learned some interesting parts about this Ken. I think Ken is one of the slightly earlier Storm Collectible figures. So it is interesting to see. So if you do buy this figure, do be careful of that part in the centre there, that waistline area, because that does seem a little bit pernickety. The neck and head is also a little bit pernickety, but overall, good figure, no problems. I think. Trying to get him to stand. That seems roughly good enough. Okay, so now that we've taken a look at Ken, I'll put these things over here. Let's take a look at Bison and his accessories. So, Bison, we'll look at the alternate hands that he has. And the alternate heads. So the alternate hands, we have the slightly open grip hand with the thumb more in. We have an actual grip, like as if he's holding something, an orb. We have the closed fist. You have the karate chop hand, as it's been dubbed. There you can see what the hand looks like. And then it's just the same on the other side. Oh no, we do have an additional hand. We either have an additional hand or we are missing an additional hand. And I can't tell which it is. So we've got the two closed fist hands. Let's see here. These two are similar, but they're actually slightly different shades and also slightly different sizes. If the camera would focus on them. That's curious. Are these two the same? You can see there's quite a bit of a difference between these two. Okay, let's see here. Okay, these two hands look to be the same. This looks like the left hand and the right hand with the closed in thumb. So there we have those. We obviously have the two karate palms. That's nice and simple enough. We also have the two closed fists. Once again, nice and simple enough. And then we have these strange three hands here. So it looks like these two are the same. Then we have this strange hand here. Curious. Just a singular one of the right hand with a little bit more of a grip. Oh, well, you know what? Let's look at the faces first of all. So here we have the closed mouth, bison face, with the hair at the back. Of course, the hat is detachable and the hat would go on top of here to give you the full face. And then you have the sort of laughing face. But his most iconic one is the one this is already on him, which is the grin. So, let's look at the figure first and foremost. So this is soft plastic, this is soft plastic here, this is also soft rubber, and so is the chain at the back, so it's all soft rubber. The hat feels like soft rubber, the head is solid. The neck and chest piece, that should be soft rubber. I think this is all one segment here. The arms go up nicely, nice buttery smoothness. It's got the butterfly motion, the double elbow joint. Of course, Bison has quite big muscles, so those won't flex all the way. The hand is on the ball joint, as per usual. The shoulders are quite stiff, which is good in terms of movement. Let's look at the legs. So I think a lot of the movement is going to be... Yep, I can't really do much further than this because this is actually quite thick rubber here. So you can't really do much beyond that part there. Give me a second to readjust myself. Okay, So, leg comes up. It's got a double knee joint, which not an awful lot of movement in the knee either. That's about as far as it goes. So don't expect much movement from your bison knee. The foot is on this swivel here. It moves there and moves left and right. Do we have thigh swivel? You have thigh swivel. And of course the toe pivot as well. And the other leg, it should be the same. The legs don't really go together either. Like, see as far apart as the legs are here? This seems to be the width that they go to. So not an awful lot of movement from the lower half. Perhaps if you take the belt off and you take off the lower cloak and you replace it with the other one, it'll give you a little bit more movement. But, curious. And of course he has the Psycho Ball. This is supposed to be Psycho Power. In Street Fighter Alpha they replaced the Psycho Crusher with this Fireball instead. And I think it's pretty much stayed that way ever since. And then the Psycho Crusher itself is like his big super move instead. We didn't check ab movement. Doesn't it have, not an awful lot of ab crunch. A little bit of ab crunch, but not an awful lot. So what is the best way for him to hold that Psycho Ball? What is the best hand for holding it, I suppose, is a better question. So is there a way... no, that looks like that might work. Would that work here as well? Or is there just too much space? Yeah. I'm thinking this hand that they've given us here, which is left-handed. Is it? Yeah, that is left-handed. I don't think Bison's left-handed. But it looks like this thumb here, like, fits perfectly well with a few of these little crevices, which is maybe what is supposed to happen here. He's also got a hole here, which I don't know if that's supposed to have some sort of little stand. Maybe there's two stands in here, actually. But it looks like it's just one. It's also got a grip in here, like as if... I'm not sure if we're missing a stand. If there's maybe supposed to be a stand for the Hadoken and a stand for the Psycho Ball. But, right, let's try taking this hand off. Try to do it on camera. And replace it with this one. Which, soft rubber, just clips in. A little pop. And that should just sit there like that. Perfect. And it's just right in. And now, if we rotate this hand, then let's try going for this part here. That might look a little bit better. Might need to turn the hand a little bit. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, I think that stands pretty nicely. So I think that's going to be it for this video. Can't do much of a comparison, but we can compare Bison to Evil Ken, or Violent Ken even, and you can see that Bison is a little bit taller than Bison. No, Bison's a little bit taller than Ken. And yes, I think that's going to be us for today. So I do hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give us a like, share and subscribe, and check us out in the Discord in the description below. And we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.